little guy keeps getting in the trash and throwing it outside to see if there's any food left. It's kind of cute, but at the same time, you shouldn't litter, dude. So freaking windy outside. I have no idea how I'm gonna film this video today. Welcome to my home. This is my humble abode, okay? My name is Jake McCollum. I enjoy documenting my life on this YouTube channel. Today marks 3 freaking years of me living out of my car. It's crazy. March 23rd of 2018, 19, whichever one makes more sense. I really like it when people hit the like button and subscribe. It would really mean a lot to me and the YouTube algorithm. Today I'm going to tell you all the story on how it all happened and how I've been doing it. So this is my new car. This is my 2022 Prius XLE, okay? I actually have a ton of videos about how I got the car, what I did to the car as soon as I got it to make it more CARLIFE friendly, etc. If you want to check those videos out. I had to get this car because my old car that I lived out of for like 2.5 years started to kind of fall apart on me. You see, I originally started with a normal car, a non-hybrid car, which was my 2010 Acura TSX. So basically when I started this YouTube channel like 4 or 5 years ago, I had just gotten the Acura, okay? And there are a ton of videos on the channel of the Acura as well. One of them is how I built a bed in the car, if you want to check that video out. Now I kind of want to get into the story on how I got into it. Basically, you know, 3 years ago today, I created a video called The Matrix Vlog. I was in recovery from a drug addiction. I was going halfway house to halfway house. They kept getting shut down. You know, a friend of a friend told me about a friend that said he might have a room open, so I went and stayed with him for, you know, several months. It wasn't that we didn't get along, we just didn't mesh very well. You know, around that time I started watching a whole bunch of YouTube videos. I was interested in all of the people doing van life, and even saw a couple of people living out of their cars. What? I ended up finding this dude named Jonah Fahary on YouTube that was going to college, trying to get his life together and trying to save money. And so I reached out to him, and he messaged me back, and he basically taught me what I kind of needed to know, and that's kind of how it happened. I just decided one day to up and leave where I was staying at that apartment, and I just went for it. I didn't think about it. Holy crap, it's loud and windy out here. My favorite snack's been peanut butter filled pretzels lately, but more on food later. Let's get down to the nitty gritty now. How exactly am I living out a car? Okay, step 1, it's still windy, and you have to become a minimalist, okay? I know that's easier said than done. You know, I was clearly just living out of a suitcase. It was pretty easy for me to make the transition. But you can get a storage unit, depending if you plan on staying in a specific area. You know, you can't really do that if you plan on traveling out. You just got to get rid of stuff. You have to part ways with some things that are sentimental and just come to an understanding what you really need and what you can live without, you know what I mean? Step 2, how and where I sleep in my car. This is my bed, okay? This, me and my boy Tanner actually kind of made / didn't really have to. You know, with the Prius, it's a hatchback, and so this is actually a 5-inch mattress that I got off of Amazon, and then I actually got another sheet to lay over it. This is a 45-degree sleeping bag with a heavy blanket that is actually inside of it to keep me warm. And SpongeBob is kind of an inside joke of the channel, and I actually use him as a pillow. So as y'all can see, I just lay down this back seat right here, and then to level it out, I have these two totes that sit on top of each other. That's actually storage that levels everything out, so the mattress can just fold over. All right, so as I'm getting ready for bed after finding a spot to sleep at, which I'll talk about in a second, I would suggest covering up your windows and your windshield, okay? This is my cover right here that I use. My back windows are like limo tinted, so I don't really have to worry about covering those. And then I don't care about the front. You know, my bed's in the back, no one can see. I used to not care at all. I really still don't care. I used to not use covers or have tin at all. But as far as safety, it's definitely something I would suggest. Sleeping in hot weather, sleeping in cold weather. You know, I started my car life journey when I was in Florida, where it's humid and can get pretty hot, and I was in the Acura, and so I would honestly just have to turn my AC on every couple of hours throughout the night to sleep comfortably. You know, now that I have the Prius, it's a lot easier to get away with because of climate control. And the same applies when it's super cold, okay? That's a 45-degree sleeping bag. I think at one point I had a 0-degree sleeping bag when it would get down to like the 30s or 20s. That's the lowest I've ever had to deal with. And one of the most asked questions I get is, where do you sleep? So I made a list right here, okay? Gyms is my favorite. 24-hour gyms, okay? Hospitals, you know? Most of the time they're not gonna say anything and they have security, so you feel a little bit better. Casinos can be good if they're in your area and they're 24-hour. Nicer neighborhoods, okay? Obviously don't stay in sketchier neighborhoods, but try and find a nicer neighborhood that might have a park next to it or something like that. And the same applies with that as casinos. You might have to leave a little early, get there a little late. Grocery stores like Walmart, okay? Typically Walmarts are always allowing people to stay in the parking lots. When I first started, I was doing a lot of that. If you're in Florida, sometimes Publix can work out. If you're in like California, sometimes Ralph's can be good. CVS and Walgreens, both 24 hours. There's definitely been some of those that I've even been staying at recently. God, oh God. Oh, please, God, get out of the way. Please get out of the way, please. Ouch, ouch. Oh, it's almost there. Almost there, almost there, almost there, almost there. Oh my God, I seriously didn't think I was gonna make that. Next I want to talk about being clean and like bathroom spots. All right, number one is I keep disinfecting wipes right here in my door panel so I can clean up the inside of the car. And by the way, this is what the bed looks like when it's actually put up. And then I also carry Lysol disinfectant spray. Other places to use the bathroom though. The world is your toilet, especially if you're a dude or you've got a little wiener or whatever. Restaurants, okay? Grocery stores, the wilderness, gas stations, go to the park. They always have bathrooms there. It's really not that hard to figure out. Just anywhere you're close by. Showering, on the other hand, can be a little bit more difficult. I made a list for people here, okay? Number one, of course, is gyms. Get yourself a gym membership. Planet Fitness is cheap. It's $10. If you want to travel, like I do, it's $25. You can use any gym that you want to, Planet Fitness wise. Other than that, truck stops like Flying J. In my personal opinion, those were the best showers that I have ever taken. Too expensive though, anywhere from $7 to $15 depending what state you're in. But the pressure that comes out of those showers is amazing, and for like an hour or two you get your own little small space to just do whatever you want, you know what I mean? Next one is rest stops. You know those little places that you see off the highway that trucks are always at, that have a little park or whatever? Sometimes they have showers, so that's worth checking out as well. And then we have camping grounds, which I don't know anything about because I'm kind of a city slicker, but apparently if you look at all these different lands and stuff, sometimes they have available showers there. And then last but not least, just family and friends, you know? And then guys, don't be one of those car lifers or van lifers that only changes their clothes like every 3 days. Sometimes that's me, I'm not gonna lie. but this is my dirty clothes hamster right here. This is 10-15 bucks at Walmart. I paid extra because this one I've had for like probably over a year and will never rip on you. And I keep all of my dirty clothes in here, okay? All of my clean clothes go under my mattress right here. All of my tops, at least, you know what I mean? Shoe bag is right here, and then I also keep my athletic shorts for running because I'm a big runner right there. Boxers and briefs are right here. So briefs right here, socks right here, and you can get these mesh boxes at Target for like $2, and then these are all my bottoms, okay? Sweatpants, actual pants, etc. A lot of y'all might know what this is right here. That is what I use to do my laundry. I actually have my own laundry detergent back there in the trunk, and I just go to coin laundry places. So a lot of car lifers and van lifers have fridges in their car that they plug into the cigarette lighter inside of the car or whatever, and then I've even seen people with microwaves in their car. I'm not about that life. I'm very more simple, I guess you could say, you know. I get a lot of takeout, but not like takeout like I'm going to McDonald's all of the time. Like, that's rare for me, actually. Actually, recently, I had a family member be like, I hope you're not eating too many fries. And it actually kind of like upset me a little bit because like I try and stay healthy, like Whole Foods or a Central Market, Ralph's or Publix, you know. I was all about those pub subs in Florida, you know. At Ralph's, they'd always have, you know, like little sandwiches and boar's head and stuff like that. You know, here in Texas, you know, we've got like salad bars, and then even in some of these grocery stores, they have like the hot section where you can literally buy chicken breasts. You can literally, like today, this was my lunch right here, okay? Speaking of health and wellness, I take vitamins every single morning. This is what I take. And then for hydration and even more vitamins, I take Liquid IV, which actually you can get 25% off. And I always keep like a 24 or actually this one's a 40 pack of waters in my back seat right here. Guys, super important just to stay hydrated, especially if you're going to be living in your car. I'd highly suggest getting Liquid IV. So this right here is how I support myself, okay? This is my gig economy folder. A lot of my subscribers see this folder all of the time, okay? Jake, how do you support yourself living in your car? Well, one way is Uber, one way is DoorDash, one way is Runner. Let me show you another app. This app right here, YouTube. For instance, that Liquid IV advertisement, all of the attachments that come with being a YouTuber, and YouTube itself pays you. Here is another app real quick. Right here, Patreon. Shout out all of my freaking Patreons. If it wasn't for y'all, my life would be a lot more difficult than what it is. I have a $2 tier and I have a $5 tier. And then one more is right here, okay? This right here is the Etsy app. And oh, actually we have an order. Alright, today's shout out is Carlos Barrera, I think is how you say it. The perfect time to mention mail, okay? For mail, I always use friends or family's address, and then when I was out of state, I would end up just getting a P.O. box if I knew I was going to be staying there for a month or two. I failed to mention that the merch is only $15 if you want to support your boy. If you can't afford that, I've got a $2. You know, I wouldn't suggest just setting off and getting in your car and just driving off. I would suggest establishing yourself in one area, getting all your crap figured out before you set off. Unless you're heading to a state where you know you're going to end up being at for a while, i.e. become a resident of. Because what ends up happening is, what I found is I end up having, once a year, having to come back home here to Dallas, Texas to, you know, do renewals, re-register car, do my taxes, all of these different things. So you just need to be mindful about that. So a lot of people ask how I charge all of my stuff, and I'm also gonna kind of show y'all a little everything in my car. But this is my 300 watt converter. Lots of my subs have seen this, but this is what I use. It just plugs into my cigarette lighter thingy right here, and I'm currently charging a camera battery. I use a computer, obviously, to edit all of the videos on, right? Well, I just take the laptop charger and plug that in. It works like any other house. You know, going back to being clean, don't trash what you're living in. You know what I mean? Don't trash it. Keep trash bags on you, like right here. I have more right here, and then these are my adventure boxes. That and that. What's up, SpongeBob? Random stuff in there. It's storage. One of the things that's actually in there is like legitimate like bathroom trash bags. Toothbrush, okay? Got this case from CVS, really cheap. There used to be silverware in here, but I just took it out and threw it away, and now I just keep my toothbrush and toothpaste in here. Secret, Target carries a whole bunch of CARLIFE friendly stuff. This is actually really tiny, but they make like medium-sized ones that go out to about like here that actually fit in this case. Napkins, towels, sometimes toilet paper right here to clean myself up with, you know, silverware, just throwaway stuff. Change, knife, tweezers, nail clippers, okay? Hand sanitizer, medicine, lotion, e-cig juice, harmonica, you know, headphones, and then I always keep fire. I don't know why. I always find a need for fire. You know, guys, I think I'm obsessed with this lifestyle, and I'm not really sure if that's a good thing or not, you know, at this point, for how long I've done it. You know, I still love it, and it's just a part of my lifestyle now, and I can't even see myself living any other type of way, or getting an apartment, or getting a home. And if you have any more questions or anything like that, make sure to leave them down in the comments below. And if you don't have any questions, just for the YouTube algorithm, help me out and leave a comment and like the video. I also have a Discord that has a whole bunch of sections on it. One of them is car life and van life. Like, subscribe, tell your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man to suck on SpongeBob's love, because we got a lot of it to give, and we'll continue to give, because I make daily vlogs on this channel, well, every other day. So subscribe, keep up with my life, okay? That sounded ignorant. I'm gonna leave.